Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. Dereck Reacts, back at it again, and yes, we're going to be taking a look at BTS, this boy band. I'm looking forward to this introduction, part one. Recommendation made by you guys. You guys said to check it out, and that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully this will let me get to know the band a little bit more and know these talented six guys, what they're all about. I can't wait to get my hands on this and see what they've got. Alright guys, but before we get into the video, please take a moment, comment, like, and subscribe. I would love to hear your feedback. Makes videos like these all the more possible. And also take a moment to follow me and like me both on Instagram and on Facebook. And if you're new to the channel, guys, welcome. I also have a Patreon link down below. Be sure to check that out when you get a chance. Help support my channel. Makes recommendations like these, like the one you're about to watch, all the more possible. Alright guys, without further ado, let's go. Wow, how many people are there?
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy. But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s.
Wow.
Take a closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales.
Look at that.
Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company, and namely their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world.
Very, very important. That's very, very important what you just saw there as she's explaining. Presuming this is Xceleste, Xceleste. Props for this video because I don't know anything about them, and this is a great way to introduce me to them as a band and who they are and where they come from. And I love this. I love that they're just not being propped up to be how do you call it, artists and just you know, just very showy, that there's true significance behind them, that it's just, they're not just a prop for the media and a tool. And I like that. I like what she's doing and how she's explaining this. I wish we saw more of this kind of stuff with other bands and other music artists and breakdowns. If there is, please guys, please do share. I would love to know. But props to Xceleste for this excellent video so far.
Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Bangtan meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescent. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and go forward to achieve growth. BTS debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members: RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다 라고 얘기를 하고, 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각됩니다.
Very, very important for a band to stay together and to be able to prosper together, because there's going to be conflicts regardless of what happens in the future. There's going to be bound to be issues, whether it's going to be relationship issues, whether it's going to be problems within themselves, personal issues. Therefore, all those things, very, very important. I love this. I love how open they are with each other and how they're able to communicate that. That's a big strength to have as a group in order to survive and prosper. I like that.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
내 머릿속에는 옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러워. 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아. 생각나?
그죠. 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요, 이제는. 네. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 네. 되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요, 이거는. 네.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy. Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot.
Wow.
Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities.
I'm just gonna say for a moment because I want to commend. She has a beautiful voice, Xceleste here. I love it. I love when she's speaking. She's perfect for this. Kudos to her for putting this together. My God. I don't know what was her the process behind it and how she went about this, but obviously a lot of research, and she must be a true fan, presuming, you know. But very, very well put together, very well thought out and cohesive. I like this. I love this very introspective, this inner type of life, the what happens behind the scenes and what you don't get to see, but put together. And this is really, really good, well done. And you get to see all the things and all the troubles and all the conflicts that they have as together as a band. But not only that, how they are able to overcome it too at the same time.
They also created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom.
Wow.
2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award. Yet, as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajegi, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts. That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam.
Wow, look at that.
These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships. I'll link that in my description box. Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the world. During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020, is the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone. The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle.
Wow.
And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales. For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert.
And you're seeing this a lot too with a lot of artists these days, big name artists doing this, trying to sell their merchandise along with their tickets so they can get people, gain momentum, get people involved, and actually purchase their tickets to come see them live. And that's the thing. That's what they're doing. They're becoming more and more smarter with promotions and marketing techniques to get the word out, to get artists and people to get to know them. Not only know them, but also boosting sales, because at the end it's about money and making and trying to make it and become more aware, more known. And I've seen this strategy being played out with numerous of artists, even artists that I've attended and concerts that I've gone to. So this is very, very important. But for them not to do that and how they got those numbers, very impressive. That tells you that they have a following, guys. They have a following. They have a true core following, and they have a big fan base. The BTS ARMY. I often see that word being used a lot, ARMY, with a lot of big followings and fan bases. But it's incredible. It's incredible how they're holding on, and they're surviving, and they're getting through this and achieving such great success.
These sales would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and, in effect, climb up the Billboard charts. In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles and driven by the power of ARMYs alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record.
That's big.
While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that.
Yeah.
We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st century.
Good way
The
to
members
say it. Good way to
themselves
say it.
have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on every album.
I like that.
All of BTS are
at that.
associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association. And as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association. They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans.
Fantastic.
Much of their work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socioeconomic injustices.
How incredible is that? How incredible is that to be tackling all those important issues in today's society, stuff that's affecting the everyday life of Americans and people around the world, for that matter. Everybody's going through something, and those things, and they're spreading the message, making it much more worldwide known. Investing time, the creative process, they're behind this, guys. They're behind it, all of them. All of them are behind this, and they're not being self-indulgent in this. They're being givers. They're giving back. They're giving back, and they're putting themselves out there. And I love this. I love how they're doing this. I wish I could just do more reactions to stuff like this. It's so enjoyable. I can't believe it. This is my first time reacting to something like this, and I just can't get enough. I can't get enough. Such a great group, guys.
Much of their work is also inspired by past writers and thinkers. Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power.
Wow.
BTS are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details.
Okay.
One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause. The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide.
Wow.
On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement.
Giving back, being selfless, guys, giving back, that is the thing here. This is what we're seeing. What a way, guys. You don't see this happen a lot. If it does, it's underreported. It's underreported. Like she's saying, a lot of the things that, more specifically with them, media coverage doesn't get a hold of this stuff. But it's because they don't want it to be publicized either. You know, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to, publicize your giveaways and charitable donations and stuff like that? It kind of comes off as fake almost. So you don't want to do that. But this is the realness from them, and this is what you see, coming from the heart and who they are. I like this. I like what they're doing, and not only donating it, but building their foundation and their career and everything revolving around all these things, these charitable works, and giving it back to the people, because that's how they started. The people, the fans brought them to life.
When ARMYs got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million donation in one day. Now, these are just a couple of their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual ARMY volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers. We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world, with different ethnicities, background, gender, and age. BTS has also expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand. Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창한 것을 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로.
I have to stop here because I want to just mention this. In order for you to do that, the tattoo ARMY, I mean, it just shows the constant, reminder of where you are at this time and place, and thinking about all those people that support you and brought you to where you wanted to be, with all the hard work and everything that you've done, giving back to the fans, giving back to the people that love you and support you through your music and stuff like that. That's just so beautiful. And you see that, you see how they're reaching. I mean, BTS, how they're reaching masses and masses of people all over the world, all different types of countries, Japan, South America, everywhere all over the globe. and people giving back in response, matching donations, translating things, so with subtitles and stuff like that, and all those things. I mean, that's love. That's love, guys.
이란 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 결국 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 되고.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 싫지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
참 다행히도 내가 원래 하고 싶었던 메시지 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그러기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠.
일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저에게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에 이 일을 굉장히 사랑하기 때문에 내가 무대 위에서 퍼포먼스를 할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있는 것 같아요.
Jay, you have to really love what you do in order to continue what you're doing and look forward to those moments and the concerts and all those things and everything. I mean, just hear what they're saying, guys. They're being driven. They're being driven and fueled by the love of their fans and their response and stuff like that. You have to love what you do, and that's what they worked so hard for, and they're here. And they look forward to all those things, all those moments, to share them with everybody that supports them. Fantastic.
계속 와서 응원해주는 모습, 그리고 이렇게 저희를 진심으로 좋아해주는 그런 표정들, 힘들 때 그런 표정들이 저에게 더 힘을 주는 것 같아서.
저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
That's nice.
Their love for ARMY has also helped them decide on re-signing another 7-year contract with Big Hit Entertainment.
Wow.
They mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So while people often discredit BTS's talent, likening their popularity to superficial aspects that come with the image of a boy band, it is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and a website, so stay tuned.
Props to Xceleste for putting such great work and really well thought out and comprehensive research into this. Props to her, and I'm gonna put the link to the video in the bottom, and I'm also gonna credit her for this fabulous video, because she did a very good job at this. Not many people. I'm unsure where she's, how she's involved. I'm pretty sure she's a fan. I'm pretty sure she's a big follower, part of the ARMY, the BTS ARMY. But regardless of the matter, I like to see things like this. Mainly in my own time and not reacting to this. But this is my first reaction to kind of like almost a docu type of video that we get here, seeing actual live footage and getting a comprehensive analysis of who they are as they are, behind the scenes, and all the work that they put into things to make things happen. I gotta be honest, guys. When I was going to see this, I had thought prior, without no knowledge, nothing, that I was gonna watch a 15-minute video of different types of videos that that they've done, and kind of seen like interviews here and there and stuff like that, kind of like almost, you know, a montage of different clips and stuff like that. And that was totally not the deal. So breath of fresh air for me with this one, and I'm glad that I did this before reacting to any of their videos, because this is my second video only. So I got to know them more. I got to know them more of their humanistic side. Much kind of like those things that you don't see often from other artists, at least that I haven't, you know, really reacted to or have seen footage of. But I'm proud that you guys, one of the first recommendations you gave to me was this one. So that says a lot, guys. That says a lot how much you care for this band. I keep saying band, but you know what I mean. The group, boy band, you know, boy group. That once was of 7 and now is 6, I believe. 6, yes. Because we have RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jaemin, V, and Jungkook. So we have those 6. But, guys, to see this side, to see the impressive side that they have, and who they are, growing up, struggling, trying to become who they want to be. You see they're kind of like all of them in room right there, trying to like make it through the night and work really hard to get where they want to be. And it pays off. It pays off because you're working hard to get somewhere. At the same time, you're giving back. When you give back, it's gonna be reciprocated. It's gonna come back to you, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening. When someone is, there's an old saying, I guess, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's a philosophical thing, but when you give back, you will get, you will also receive. But it's not necessarily materialistic wise. It can just be, you know, overall with time, how you grow and how you become a better person, you know. So those are the things. And giving credit during their concerts, giving credit to their fans and those people that have lifted them and supported them throughout the years. So I want to talk to you about a little bit more. But great job by her, great job. I want to talk to you more a little about this band, because I didn't know anything about them. They debuted in 2013 on their Big Hit Entertainment, like she said, and they came together in 2010. So there you go, there you have it, guys. They have a lot of musical style arrangements and genres that they cover, and we saw what they did with that live performance there. It was incredible. And you hear like kind of like those old school vibes and stuff like that with that first video that I reacted to. But their lyrics often focus about social commentary such as themes of mental health, troubles in school age, youth, loss, journey towards loving oneself, and even individualism. So, you know, she explains that in depth, and she goes in depth about it. But it's unbelievable the stuff that they do and the stuff that they cover. They became influences. They've had a lot of influences, more specifically Jin, performing Freddie Mercury's IA chant during their first concert of Wembley of June 2019. That says a lot there. They've cited Taj Boys, Nas, Eminem, Kanye West, Drake, Post Malone, Charlie Puth, Danger as musical inspirations. They've also cited Queen as an influence, like I just mentioned, saying that he grew up watching videos of Live Aid during their Wembley Stadium in London. Grew up watching that, guys. And Jin paid tribute to Queen by doing the same version of the chant, like I just mentioned. So there's a lot of stuff that they do here, and a lot of inspiration they had come about as a group to make this happen. And in the video that we just saw, you see how she explains it in depth about them, and it's so great. This is really touching stuff, really touching. I was kind of like this close from getting a little teary eye there, believe it or not. I was, but it was good. It was different. I've never reacted to something like this. So they are influenced a lot by literary stuff, physiological, artistic, and philosophical mediums, guys. And I like that. I like that. Very cool. And I'm just going to get to know them a little bit more. I'm going to get to know them a little bit more. I'm going to react to more of their videos. I'm going to see what they've got for me. I'm pretty sure they have more surprises, more good stuff. I'm just waiting to be blown away and having a nice little back information of where they came from and how things happen and what they continue to do to prosper. is all the better. Please share your feedback, your comments, and suggestions below. I would love to hear what you have to say. Guys, until next time, take care. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos like these, be sure to check this one out. And also take a moment to comment, like, and smash the subscribe button to stay on all the latest reaction videos. And guys, yes, I have a Patreon link down below. Be sure to check that out. Help support the channel. Makes your voice, your recommendations all the more possible. Take care guys. Love you guys. Peace.